And one thing that a lot of people don't understand is the question of scale in space and time. I've already mentioned a few times here on the channel how space and time are fundamental in geopolitics. Occasionally, someone appears who believes a recent social construct matters more and geography is irrelevant, as if everything could be produced everywhere, or that things just magically teleport. If you have a major war involving the United States, Taiwan, and China, you take this whole arc of countries. From northeastern China, along with the Korean Peninsula, down to Japan, then Okinawa, Taiwan, Hainan Island in southern China, and the northern coast of Vietnam. There you go. 60% of global trade is affected, and more than 95% of technology that directly or indirectly depends on hardware and chips is also affected. In practice, this means you'll lose not only your video game, but nearly everything else we rely on in modern life. Cars, ultrasound machines, cell phones, and industrial computers couldn't afford to break down, since repairs would take an extremely long time. An incalculable amount of time to be repaired or replaced. We'd be thrown back to the 70s quickly. It doesn't matter if it's Brazil, Latin America, Europe, or the Middle East, everyone would be affected. So imagine the health crisis, with medical equipment no longer being repaired, pharmaceutical industries no longer producing medicine because their robots and computers can't be fixed due to lack of parts. Just imagine. Geography isn't decisive, that's true, but it's something fundamental, and the same thing applies to time. People forget how time works. They think the world was created in the 60s. In fact, I've even seen people who seem to think the world was created after the 2000s. They believe everything happens instantly, or that things will never change or always stay the same. All because they don't understand that big changes, the ones that are truly significant, happen on a much larger time scale. We go through changes, but they're often so slow that we don't notice them, and we only realize they've changed a long time after. The force of time is something that has been pressing on the planet long before humanity existed. We're not even the tip of the iceberg, we're the drop at the very end of the tip of the iceberg. Take, for example, the movie Jurassic Park, and you see that first long-necked dinosaur, the Brachiosaurus. It lived in the late Jurassic period about 154 million years ago. Meanwhile, the main dinosaur in the movie, the Tyrannosaurus Rex, the last of them appeared about 65 million years ago. We're closer in time to the last Tyrannosaurus Rex than it was to the last Brachiosaurus, with a 90 to 100 million year gap between them. Imagine when Julio Sergio, Caesar with his legionaries, arrives in Egypt to meet Cleopatra. Julius Caesar reportedly saw the pyramids and was impressed. At that moment, when he saw the pyramids, he is closer to us in 2025. We are about 2,100 years away from him than he was at that moment to when the pyramids were built, which was 2,500 years before him. Understanding that space-time is one of the most basic forces of the universe and how its scales affect geopolitics makes all the difference in how you see and understand reality. See that?